Hello, Rob here from the Flanagan Homestead. I've got another firewood stand update. When I put a firewood stand up here and I put it on my YouTube channel, I thought, you know, you're going to see me sell a couple bundles and that's it. It's pretty boring. But I'll tell you what, there has been more drama in this firewood stand than I ever would have imagined. First, you know, I've had some theft and then destruction of my cash box and all these other things, so I've been shut down for a while. And I don't know, I haven't told anyone yet this on the channel, but I am getting a steel pipe that has a lock on it. It's a safe for the cars. Getting ready to put that in so I have a safer box. And then as I was coming down here to do work on the campground, I see this, there's a sign up there that says please remove from the Washington State Department right away. And also, there's a phone number on there and the guy from the state to call and talk to if I had any questions. So I called in today and said, hey, what's the deal? You know, there's firewood stands all over the place, bus stop areas for the kids to be picked up by their buses that are closer. Why is this? And I said, is there someone that made a complaint? And he said, well, yes, there is. There was an anonymous complaint. So anyway, technically, it's one of those things. I've talked to people in the county and whatnot that there's a lot of things that are technically you're not supposed to do, but if nobody complains, they will never enforce it. And I think that's one of those things. But if I'm not following the rules, that's fine. I'll move this. And you know, I got to do what I got to do. I got to follow the rules, and that's fine. The problem I have is somebody who knows that I have a firewood stand here, and I have a couple people, you know, most likely it's probably the people that are looking at buying the property up here and they're going to be on this driveway, or maybe some other people that have a firewood stand, but I have to be honest, I really don't know who it is, and so I'm not going to point fingers and make accusations because it could be anyone that for whatever reason they didn't like this firewood stand here. So, but anyway, you know, I was raised and learned, you know, if you have a problem with someone, instead of going straight to the courts and straight to the authorities, come up and talk to them and see eye to eye, and maybe you could figure some things out. So I'm actually going to make some phone calls of people that I think may be the ones that did this, and just say, hey, can we work things out? And what's going on? And, you know, can we just, in the future, talk things out? But anyway, so currently, even though I have a very expensive steel cash box coming, they're saying I need to move this. But when I talked to the guy, I said, am I too close, whatnot? And he said, if you just move it back to your gate, and if you look here, technically you're on your own property at that point in time. And, you know, you can have a firewood stand there. So obviously it's a lot less visible from the road. He said, obviously if you're on the other side of the gate, then people won't be able to buy your firewood. And I said, you know, they could step over the chain to get a bundle, but the car go by here. But anyway, he was very apologetic, and he was very understanding, so I have no problem with that. So he also said, you know, I said, you know, this is not going to be easy to move. I can't move it right away. He said, no problem. We're not in a hurry. Just get her done. And I said, you know, isn't this, the person that complained, isn't this public records or whatnot? And he said, well, it was anonymous. But he goes, if you do choose to move it back and someone else complains, I'll ask them to come and meet with me and show me what their problem is and what they want. So hopefully we can get an understanding there. But anyway, I've enjoyed the firewood stand, and I don't, you know, and it's not the end of the world if I have to take it away, because I am building a campground up the hill there, and if I get that going, I'll be selling plenty of firewood just within my campground, probably more than I can produce every year. I got plenty right now as I'm developing, a lot of trees going down. But you know, I've sold, you know, I have a lot of produce from my farm and garden. I have eggs, I have starts that I can get rid of, and so I've enjoyed selling those out on the side of the road, and I've done really well with them, and so that won't work up on the campground nearly as well there. So I'd like to keep it here fairly visible to the road, but it looks like I'm going to have to be moving it, and I'll be checking in with the regulations and see how far I actually have to go. Then I'll probably have to put up more signs to draw attention to it, but Anyway, the firewood stand has to be moved. I do want to open it back up. I am temporarily closed because my cash box has been stolen. It didn't turn out to be put a firewood stand there, put a cash box, people drop it in and take some firewood, drop cash. It hasn't been that simple. All in all, it's been fun. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pursuing this, but it has not been without drama. So as always, thanks for joining me on the Flanagan Homestead, where Christmas trees are my business, teaching and cleaning horticulture is my job, and outdoor projects are my passion, like this firewood stand and developing this campground. And I'm going to work things out. I'll have another video when it happens on where I'm at and if things are working okay. Be blessed, everyone.